Hello, I'm Ben Hatton, and welcome to Liber Novus, the Savage Worlds actual play stream where we no, I don't like that. I did all my modifiers in the wrong order. I really should write it out and just put it on my wall, but I don't. Every time I just try to improv it. So I'm still not the Ben Hatton part. I am Ben Hatton, and this is Liber Novus, which is an actual play stream using the Savage World system, and it takes place in a homebrewed urban fantasy setting where all those normal things that we know happened, except in the background and sometimes not in the background. There were ghosts and goblins and angels and aliens and
scary skeletons.
Yeah, scary skeletons and pumpkins, animated pumpkins, and all sorts of mythological and fantastical creatures. And in this world, there is an organization known as the 1001, led by the enigmatic Morrison Lemire. And the 1001 are agents whose role is to keep the story going. That's like the actual motto, except it's in Latin, which I don't know. I mean, I do. I took 5 years of Latin. None of you need to know that. Anyway, our players.
And you haven't already translated the motto of the 1001 into Latin?
No. I mean, I could do it right now.
Think my damn head.
This game is brought to you by Lenny Kravitz. No, this interview.
No. No.
Or,
We're done with that conversation.
Google Translate. Anyway.
Are we done with
I will leave if that conversation comes back until it is finished again, because I want no part of it.
It looks like it would be Ut Fabulum Ire. That sounds good.
Ire?
Okay, yeah. IRE, yeah.
Yeah.
Fabulam. Ut Fabulum Ire. Yeah, that's what it's printed on all your letterhead. And
yeah.
Your business.
Because we would need to have that on our business cards and letterheads as secret reverse of 1001.
I mean, you do have it's probably printed on the coins that you use as the indicators of who you are.
Yeah. No.
All right. So the characters that are part in this particular are played by our friends Jackie and Paxton. And why don't we introduce ourselves? Whomever wants to go first.
You have to pick.
Hi, I'm Paxton. Today I will be playing Streffen. We both use he, him pronouns. Streffen is just a little guy, and he's going to be dealing with some interpersonal issues today, I think. At least a little bit.
I'm excited. I'm excited to hear Streffen rip. What's her name? October? Yeah, October, a new one. Hi, I'm Jackie. I use she, they pronouns. I play Amy Wurs, who also uses she, they pronouns and is a grumpy, bitchy dampier. And last session, for the first time, wasn't the problem. And I'm going to tout that until it's no longer the truth, because I'm actually personally impressed that Amy managed to stick to a plan and not become a problem.
I think it's impressive.
And not be the one to initiate violence.
And at every moment, you were just like, I could see your face as Jackie being like, is she coming in? Is Amy gonna do something? Is this?
Yeah.
And you were like, let's let it get worse. Just one more round. That's what kept happening. That's what I kept thinking in your face. You kept being like, let's see how bad this gets. What?
That's basically what it was. It was like, because here's the thing that I never want to get lost in any of my characters that deal with the same kind of like, I need to be in control perception. Because hello, anxiety. My inability to feel comfort without control does not reflect others in other's ability to handle situations.
Sure.
And that's what Amy was. She had trust in Streffen and was like, okay, it's not past the point of no return yet. It's not yet. Like, I think if it had gone on one more round, she would have started raising hell. Like, if the cops ever had the chance to actually get involved in that moment, like it was like one round away from her doing something. She probably was going to do something next round.
So, just so if anyone wasn't watching, what happened here is for the last 6 episodes, 6 sessions, Amy and Streffen have been planning to break into a prison that is run by the Bastion. It's basically like a Guantanamo for magical, overly powerful magical.
Alcatraz.
Yeah, an Alcatraz sort of deal. And it's run by the Bastion, which are basically these human elitists, supremacists, who like to think of themselves as like protecting the Mysteria, protecting the people, protecting the like non violent mystical beings, but they're really just like touting gun. They're very just they're just a militia.
They're just fascists.
Yeah, they're just fascists. And Amy, for various reasons, is sort of stuck being watched by them. And Amy and but at the same time, Amy's also in trouble with their former vampires people. So Amy's got a lot of problems, and so
Amy's got a lot of problems.
Amy has to break into this prison. So Streffen and Amy have spent the last few sessions trying to figure out how to break in and getting some intel, some really good stuff, and they, as a group, decided to push their luck and go into a small bastion, center. Yeah, front. Basically,
the front of the center.
Yeah, it's like a recruiting center.
Disguised as a fucking
disguised as a knockoff FedEx Kinko's, basically like coffee shop. And Amy walked in and pretended to be technologically
legally distinct.
Yeah, legally distinct. Yeah, it's basically just called Copy and Fax in big with like a slash, with like slightly different toned red and purple.
Oh gosh.
So they, Amy was gonna go in, act foolish, access their computers, and then Streffen with Streffen's friend October, who Streffen and October were both taken by fairies for a while, and they are in a support group for abductees, and Streffen and October are buddies. They were brought back, or Streffen said, "Hey, can you help me?" And October said, "Sure." They had this whole edible arrangements plan where they were going to deliver flowers, and unfortunately, they were rejected during their performance. Streffen got pushed and knocked over, and October, who, while she was in the was a trained assassin, went
she lost her shit.
Yeah, and like threw a dagger and blah blah blah. And then the police
almost killed the man. The man didn't die because of Amy.
Yeah, Amy actually was the unkiller this time. When last we left off, the cops had arrived. Amy was still in the FedEx Kinko, or the knockoff Kinkos. And Streffen and October were mice running away from the car crash. So, who wants to pick up with what? Who wants to go first at this scene?
I think honestly,
do we want
probably
to
should
in the immediate aftermath, or
we kind of need to?
Yeah,
because I need to get my USB back and
better.
get from Ben how long that took. And then we need to rendezvous.
Yeah.
So the question is, do we want to have Amy's quick scene and then her messaging Streffen and you to be like, meet me here, and use that as the transition to get into Streffen's shit, or would we find it more interesting to start with Streffen's mess?
I can roll high low.
How
I'm
about
going to
you
make
go
a
first?
decision.
Amy
Okay.
or Jackie, high or low?
Low.
I rolled a 2. You're up first. Get ready.
Okay.
We're gonna jump back and
Cool.
forth. All right.
Okay.
Here's what you notice from the inside, because there was a big
Mhm.
window.
Oh, she's going to have to stand up with the cops as a witness. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Too.
You hear a
Shit.
crash. You hear a bunch of yelling.
Mhm.
You can roll notice if you want to see if you hear any of
course
the
I want
words.
to.
It's like a -2 because you have like bleeding dude and you're stressed out. Just to pick up.
Don't tell me how I'm feeling.
Oh, okay. So you're a calm rock in the breeze. You're a stream of life.
Webb, don't.
Do
They're
it,
for
Web.
me.
Web.
They're
Web.
not for the dice are not for you.
Eat them. Eat them. Kitty
No,
eating.
he likes throwing them around.
Oh. How does he
I
roll?
lost a d20 that way.
How's his luck?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Honestly, probably better than me.
I think we should replace all dice tower with cats. Like just like here you go, cat. Like just slaps the shit across at the room. You're like, I win.
Yeah.
Okay, notice at a -2.
Anytime you
Oh God. So 9 - 2 is 7.
well done. You hear a bunch of cops yelling about how there is no one in the van because you saw that van
Cool.
peel off, and you hear people
Good. Okay.
like so. That's what you hear. So you don't know what happened, but you know that they do not have Streffen in October, and everyone's like, get out there, find them, blah, you hear a bunch of like, where did they go? And then there is yikes. An ambulance pulls up. Now that and there's just police officers everywhere.
Somebody kicked the ant pile.
Yeah. It was Streffen in October, and
it was October. It was October.
Except one of you used their power of fear to cause like a mass running away
Of civilians to keep them safe.
Yeah.
October kicked the ant pile.
Okay. And so they're like running up. You have people coming in. The EMTs come in. The woman and the one other Bastion member. They come in because you had Steve kneeling next to you, and the knife is out. The EMTs, like, it is just total pandemonium, and no one is paying attention to you, but it would be very conspicuous if you tried to leave. Like, oh, I'll just leave. Pardon me, because this whole area is getting cordoned off. Cordoned? Yeah.
I don't think she's going to try to leave because she managed to go through that whole encounter remaining unassociated with the two.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the thing she's going to do is remove the USB from the computer and pocket it while nobody's noticing. And just wait for the cops to talk to her so she can give her witness statement and leave. Like, she's going to comply.
All right. Well, what I would
Paxton, that's a weird parrot.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Suki. I need a stealth roll then.
A stealth roll? Do I get any bonuses because of the pandemonium?
Yeah, I'll give you a +2.
Cool.
Double one.
Oh,
That's a 5 + 2 is a 7. And last time, Amy did clock where the cameras were, so she would know how to avoid those or
Yes.
angle it so they don't see her.
I remember.
Like, I imagine she probably would time it with the entrance of the first responders, ambulance people. Paramedics is the word. She would time it with the paramedics that they came take over taking care of the guy, and she would like back up, bump against the desk, and just like grab the USB then.
That makes sense. That makes sense. What did you say you rolled?
7.
Okay. So, um,
See, I don't like that cackle because now I want to spend a penny to re-roll, but then I also like it's telling. The cackle was telling, and I feel bad if I do that.
what happens when you tie again? I can never remember. Ties go to who in Savage Worlds?
Spend a strain. No, wait.
I think it's. Oh God, the question I think is: Are they trying to? Are they?
No.
Who's setting up the contest? Is the question.
So
is it my sneak against their notice, or their notice against my sneak?
I think it's your sneak against their notice.
Then I meet, so I beat. If it was the other way around, they meet, they beat.
Okay, fair enough. That makes sense.
I think. Grain of salt. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and that's
you know
fine.
what I feel confident in. I love. It doesn't matter. Like I feel that's
cool.
fair. That like as long as we were like I'm no book lawyer.
I am.
Fair enough. So yeah, you make it over there. But I will say, because it's so close, while they don't see you take the thing,
they'll notice it's gone.
No, they'll notice. She notices you over by the counter. The lady,
that's fine.
She notices.
That bitch. Sorry.
That bitch.
I don't think
she was just fucking rude the entire time. I don't know what kind of customer service they got here, but I'm not coming back.
She hates you. You played.
Good. The feeling's mutual.
You played dumb lady, and she didn't like dumb. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So yeah, so you pull it.
She needs to reassess.
Boop. And
she needs to reassess her own judgment.
And she goes, "Hey, why are you over there?"
Over where? The fucking paramedics came in, and I need to get out of the way.
Yeah, but why were you like leaning? Like, what are you doing there?
What, am I gonna steal a fucking computer? What do you think I'm doing? So much shit just happened. I just saved a man's fucking life, and you're accusing me of something? What the fuck is your deal?
Ooh.
Amy's lost all patience for this lady. She doesn't need to be nice. She got what she wanted now. And that's dangerous and bad because they're like it's so bad. So I don't know what role this would be.
I know. I'm going to give you a Benny for playing into your dumb. So I will give you a Benny for that because you're playing into all your
all of it, the rebellious, all of the things.
But I don't think you're intimidating, right? You're not like puffing out your chest and trying to get her to back down, right?
If I were to say it's anything, I think it would be a performance.
I think so
because
too.
I am putting on an act.
Yeah, I'm leaning that way too.
It's partially true. She's like, "What? Like the anger is real. That I'm just against the counter. I'm not going to steal a fucking computer is real. The paramedics came in is real, but like hurling in against the counter,
the weaving to get all the pieces are correct. Okay,
yeah.
So I'm going to give you a performance.
To
how well you sell it and how well you're trying to be like, I'm just trying to get out of the way. Right?
We've got 3 important questions here. Hang on. Actually, no. Both of these apply to persuasion, so I'm fine. 1 important question here. Are there any bonuses or penalties to this roll based around what was said or how the lady's feeling or whatever?
So here's the thing. I think in my head, they wash out. You know what I mean? Because I do
that's
think
valid.
I do think that like she's certainly jumpy as fuck, right? There was just an
Mhm.
attack and who she is and blah blah blah. So there's certainly that. But so I think there would actually be a negative to you, right? Because she's like, no one messes with me right now. But at the same, that squirrel, sorry, never mind. Like,
Thought you were reacting to Suki doing something, and I'm like, she's just doing her thing.
no,
What do you mean?
so I'm on the I'm on the I'm up in the attic. That's where we made our bedroom and I record. And there's a tree out front of like there's some branches right out front of my window. And I was just like looking, and then this squirrel just like as near as I can tell came from space and landed on the branch like right in front of it, just like swung down like so it was. I was like, I thought something like a piece of roof had. I don't know. Anyway, I'm fine.
Insane.
Anyway, but like her
Too
feelings,
much.
but she also can't give too much of a fuck to you because she's got like a dying person. You know what I mean? Like, so I think they all cancel. So I
Yeah,
think it's just a
yeah.
flat roll. She hates
Cool.
you.
So flat, untrained performance roll coming at you. Good thing I got some more bennies. Oh, come on, hot dice. My 4 exploded into a 2. That's a base success.
What?
Fucking made it.
What? You fucking
Yes.
made it.
I fucking made it.
Oh my
You fucking made
gosh.
it.
She doesn't have to like me anymore, but she at the very least believes me.
She does believe you. So she says, so she points to like, there's like 3 folding chairs along one wall where like people can wait for their copies. She's just like, I want you to sit there. Don't fucking touch anything. Just sit down.
I mean, my butt has to touch the fucking chair, but all right. She says that as she's going to sit down.
Yeah.
Like,
yes. So that's what
Amy doesn't go down without a fight.
Yeah. So you're sitting there, and we're going to take that moment to cut. So you're sitting down, and we're going to take a moment to cut over to Streffen, the mouse. Streffen,
The mouse.
a little mouse. You and October are running through the streets of New York as mice. And
I thought they went into the sewer.
oh, right.
We're gonna play mouse guard now.
Yeah. So the two of you are in the sewers. You're right. You did. You ran down a drain. You're right. So you're running across the top of pipes, like, right?
Yeah.
She's leading you through there. A few, you get to a area where there's actually like access for people to walk in, because most sewers actually aren't like what they are in like Ninja Turtles. You know what I mean? Where like,
Yeah.
Fucking what?
like,
No, I'm kidding.
Like where you can like actually fucking skateboard in them or have a ninja fight in them, like
or get pizza delivered to them.
yeah, I fucking
Or-
wish that's how sewers were. Just like these
Sounds like-
unnecessarily large pipes that people that like
They gotta make room for the giant gators, right?
Right.
That's how it works.
Just like a little bit of like just a little bit of water along the bottom. You know what I mean? Like that's what I would cut down.
Yeah.
But there are actually, not only are there a number of tunnels that are access tunnels, you do hit a point. She does take you to a point where there is, in fact, the wall like sort of curves off, the pipes curve off, and you hit an access tunnel, and you know that there is an entrance to the tunnels that some less human passing Mysteria residents use. And then she stops.
Like the Ninja Turtles.
Like the Ninja Turtles. Like the Ninja Turtles. That's
Like
just
the
not what
Ninja
all sewers are like, but there are those that exist. The Ninja
Oh, I
Turtles.
thought you were listing the Ninja Turtles as non-human passing.
As yeah, that's what I was doing. Ninja Turtles are Mysteria members.
Yes, it's true. It's very true. There are Ninja Turtles. But yeah, so you there and you feel a tingle, and you're suddenly righted again. You are yourself human again. You don't really know how many blocks you've gone, and October just slumps against the nasty wall and like slides again down until she's sitting on the ground and just starts weeping, bawling.
Oh. Well, damn it. That's not what I was expecting.
And as she's crying, she's just like, I'm so. She's like out like racking sobs. She's like, I'm so sorry.
Oh, shit.
She was like, I thought that I didn't have that part of me anymore. You know, all the therapy and all our group and our talking. And I just, but their hooks are still there. I'm just, and just tears again.
Uh-huh. Streffen realizes he doesn't have his cane anymore, probably.
Uh,
Because why would that transform with them? I don't know.
I mean, you're not
Did we
naked, so you probably have your
Right.
cane.
If you were
Okay.
holding it, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe as a mouse, you had a little toothpick.
Well, you also were Were you driving? You were driving. You
I
were
was in the
driving when
driver.
you guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, but we also said that it wasn't your good cane that got
That's true.
janked. So yeah, I think you slump. Yeah, you don't have your cane.
Yeah. I probably slumped down along the nasty wall next to her and just like do the awkward like I don't know if I touch you right now, is that an okay thing? And he ends up with just like hand on her shoulder like um
She super tenses up when you do that.
uh-huh. And then when that happens immediately like oh hands off. uh yeah, it's you were in there a long time, and it, I don't know. You might have taken it as a warning sign that it's still a habit to carry knives around everywhere. That's not something that most people do.
And
Um,
she like opens her
Fucking
coat.
called out. Fucking called out.
She like opens her coat, and there are three more knives still there. Like in like a bandolier, and she goes,
uh-huh.
she's like, sometimes I don't need, I don't even know they're there. Like they're just, you put on your shoes and your socks, and they're just, and
Yeah. that's part of
sometimes
it.
I think I leave them at home. I'm like, they're not on me, and then they are. They're there. I but I was sent to protect the people. That was my job. Well, not the people. I was sent to protect the what they wanted.
Mhm.
If they wanted someone gone, that was my job, and I did it.
Mhm.
And when I saw you get shoved, I couldn't. It just it was just like, it's like nothing. It was just all on autopilot. I don't, I didn't even remember until we were the mice, and we were when I till I transmuted us, and we were running away. Then I figured. Then it came back, but between then your shove and everything else, it's all blank.
Mhm. Well, Amy was in there, and I know from experience that she can probably keep some people from dying if necessary.
I hope he's
I
okay.
We should go get to the rendezvous point. I have no idea where we are. Are you okay to keep going? We could finish this conversation someplace maybe warmer that has ibuprofen.
Yeah. And then she freezes. She goes, "Oh my God, we told them where we're from. The whole fucking
God damn it.
the whole support group is gonna be on their radar now. I can't. She's like, Streffen, I gotta go. I gotta tell them. I gotta warn everybody.
Absolutely. It's been a while, so I don't even have anybody's numbers, I don't think.
I can't believe. I can't believe I did this. I can't. And then she starts crying again.
Right. God damn. Streffen isn't that good with people.
My God, why do we work together? We need at least one person that's good with people.
Streffen's good.
I'm supposed to make the problems and you're supposed to clean them up. That's how it's supposed to work.
I think Streffen just like levers himself up and then offers her a hand, and he says, "Oh, hello, cat." And he says, "It's it's a mess now, but it'll all turn out. It always does." My God, what do you want? That's what you want.
And she starts. She takes your hand and pulls herself up, and you fall over because of your bad because of your bad leg, and then and through the I don't know, through your and the two of you walk for a while, and you get to an actual series of tunnels. There are a number, they're not widely. This you're whoa. Let's try that sentence again. My wife calls that when I start. That's what when Hannah says that's when I'm buffering. It's like a buffer, like I just like restarting. Like
oh, God.
Like I just like yeah, like I just you could just see my ADHD brain trying to make a sentence just spinning like the pinwheel. Okay, I think this squirrel, by the way, is just having fun because it's like this is the since I freaked out, it has jumped onto that. Unless I'm caught in some sort of outdoor time loop, I think that squirrel is just like actually running, and then falling and grabbing, and then running, and falling and grabbing, and then it's happened like 5 times since we talked, but I'm not as surprised. Anyway, yeah, you get to some tunnels. There are a few other denizens in it, but you recognize where you are well enough to to do what you need to do to get where you need to get. Meanwhile, back in the shop, Amy, you're sitting
Hello.
there. There are a lot of police officers who are asking what happened. The story is, like you're hearing the story, and eventually 2 plainclothes police officers arrive, and give me another notice roll. One more notice roll.
Any penalties to this bad boy?
Nope, just a normal notice roll.
Normal notice roll.
A normal ass notice roll.
I got a 7, but I want to go for a raise.
I'll say a 7.
Feel like it's important.
Okay.
I have an extra Benny. I'll spend a Benny.
Okay.
Reroll.
Benny bullying yourself.
Son of a bitch. Of course. I have equal opportunities rules lawyer. That includes Benny bullying. That's an 8. I got that
Nice.
raise.
Hell yeah.
So
the other one was a 1.
all right. So you walk in, so you notice that there are 2 detectives. One is a gray-haired woman. Her hair is pulled back into like a tight bun. And then there is a probably not your age because you're a vampire and you've been around for a minute. A guy probably in his mid 30s, you would assume. I think actually Amy has a hard time telling whose is what age. Now that I think
Jackie is also bad at age guesstimation, but I'm sure it's doubly bad for Amy. Yeah. I'm allowed for. I'm happy with that being a shared thing for us. She's like, "You're what? Fucking 12? I'm 26.
I'm 78. I'm an elf." Sorry. And he's got he's a little soft in the face. This guy. A little baby face. He's got a part. His hair is kind of blonde and parted straight down the middle, like off to the side, and it sort of kind of does one of these things, like the Jonathan Taylor Thomas, like whoop, what I'm talking about.
I was gonna ask, is he like 90s heartthrob
swoop
part down the center, yes, or is he fucking alfalfa part down the center?
My guess is it's like he's somewhere in the middle of that spectrum. You know what I mean? Like not full blown up wings frosted heartthrob.
He has put no work into how his hair lays beyond the parting.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
If it floofs, it's just how it normally works. Got it.
And but he hasn't shellacked it down
no. There, like I said, no preparation because both of those ends of the spectrum have huge amounts of prep.
No. But one thing you do notice on him and not on her is he is wearing the pin of a Order of the Twilight. He's a Dusker. He's one of the cops. He's one of the humans who works in law enforcement, FBI, CIA, etc., that knows about the Mysteria. And especially considering, any crime that involves a a bastion. That fucking squirrel did it again. The squirrel's just having fun today. He's just like, yikes.
This is why you need blinds and curtains. Not because you're protecting your neighbors, but because you need to focus.
Well, usually on this particular one, I hang up a beach blanket as a curtain because the light gets too bright. But it's gray today, and I thought that I could use the natural light as a ring camera, like a ring light, to just wash a little bit of this shit out. Smooth my light.
I remember why we brought up the ring light last time, because you had a weird shadow happening by your nose from your hat.
Face.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's what it was. Okay.
My nose. No, it was my mustache. My nose was doing it. And now when I put this hat on, everything is fine. But without it, I got a mustache. Yes. Oh, thank you, hat.
We got there. Holy shit. That was itching my brain so bad.
Thank you, hat, for taking away my weird nose shadow on my mustache. Yes. But
so the baby faced one is a Dusker.
Yes.
The stern silver haired
woman appears
lady
to be
detective
just seems to be a normal cop.
Mundane
cop. Detective.
Got it.
But it is Babyface that walks over to you and says, "Hi, I'm a detective.
Give me a name."
Okay, hold on. Give me a second. This is gonna help. My name is Samuel Garner. Samuel Garner. That's my name. I'm Detective Samuel Garner. What's your name?
Amy's gonna be honest. There's no reason for her to lie. She was not involved. Like asking her name doesn't give away anything. I don't think. I don't hope. Amy Wars.
Oh, yeah.
Amy Wars. All right. And he like scribbles that in his notepad a little bit. Hold on, I gotta look one thing up. How does this power work? Do do do. Sorry.
Swear to God, if you fucking cast Zone of Truth on me, I'm resisting the shit out of that and spending all of my pennies to make that happen.
Is that even a power in
It might be a thing from the Fantasy Companion, but I don't know because I haven't looked too hard at Fantasy Companion spells.
No, I didn't even realize there were I don't even own the Fantasy Companion, so I'm gonna have to go get it now just so I can screw you up.
Fuck.
No. Take that, jerk. No,
Shit.
I forget what how Detect Arcana works.
It's just catching up on magical things, spells, and that sort of stuff. I think.
Yes. All right. Well, let's give him a little rolly roll.
Let me see. Empathy doesn't technically work like that. I mean, mind reading.
No. He has Detect. Just
Detect Arcana. Yeah. It's depending on the trappings is how he learns the information.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna say, "All right, here we go. I'm gonna make a little rolly roll." All right, that is not what. Do I want to spend? I do. I'm gonna spend one of my bennies.
I think the best. Sorry, I'm thinking about detecting truth with powers.
Aha! There we go. The power went off.
Nice.
Yeah, so he takes out a cell phone and starts typing into it. Looks down, looks back up at you, looks down, looks back up at you. Says, ooh, that's not what he does. That was a terrible sound. I'm sorry about that. I won't. He says, so, what, you want to tell me what happened?
What
did you see?
That was Jackie
what did you
saying,
experience?
He does not want to be held right now, buddy.
Buddy.
Shit, how did she say this?
Buddy.
Oh, goodness. This is also a test of Jackie's memory about the series of events. I was in here getting something printed.
Mm-hmm.
Like some sort of terms agreement I wanted to read over. Doesn't fucking matter. And then this van pulled up. These two people hopped out. One of them started playing music. The other one delivered an edible arrangement. And then that worker, pointing to the lady, got real fucking mad at them and went out to get them to leave. And shoved one of them, or her buddy shoved one of them, and the other one retaliated by throwing a knife. And then his friend, Steven, I think his name is, brought him back in, and I just helped that guy. It just got real fucking crazy real fucking fast.
Yeah, it sounds real crazy. Sounds real crazy. And you don't know, you just chose this particular photocopy place.
I mean, it was the closest one.
So, that's fair. Let me ask you a question.
Sorry, Jackie's so bad at lying. I'm just so flustered right now.
Did you just say it was the closest one?
Yeah.
All right, give
Oh,
me
no.
a roll. Give me a lying roll. That's a persuasion roll.
Lying is performance, my dude.
Is it? All right, performance
I
it
think
is.
so.
Usually.
All right.
Usually, well, listen, here's the thing, Paxton. I would much rather roll performance at -2 than my untrained performance than my D4 persuasion at -4. So,
Yeah.
Because this
yeah.
is both an authority figure and you're feeling shitty. Okay.
And I'm an outsider.
Yeah.
I think that would apply in this situation,
Sure.
right?
Not
So,
yet, but okay.
oh, I'm gonna spin a Benny. Bye, Benny.
Uh-oh.
Fuck. One more.
Oh,
One more.
no. Oh no! Oh no!
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, my D6 aced into a 2, which is a 6 total, so that made it.
Mm-hmm. He
Fuck
says,
me.
"Ooh." So he goes, Can I? He's like, great. That makes sense. The closest, sure. You know, there's yeah, But can I ask you one question?
Sure.
And he leans in real close, and you see that he's got like just a smattering of freckles on his like little baby face, and he just goes just like someone went like this with like a tooth, like not a toothbrush, yeah, with a toothbrush, boop boop on his little,
Yeah, like people do with their fake freckles,
yeah, like his
because
little,
freckles are in vogue right now.
yeah, they really are. And he leans in. You know what's never in Rogue? Rosacea. That's neither there here or there. But like he just like leans in real close. He goes, so I know that you're around this thing, and so I'm just really surprised that even though it was the closest, that you would choose a place run by these people.
Not on Mikey.
Here's an important question for you, Ben.
Mm-hmm.
What is the general, like, mysterious feelings about the Bastion?
So I would say before they helped bring down the vampires, it was pretty much we hate these guys because they're douchebags, right?
Yeah.
And they like hunt us, but also like they do. But especially in New York, since they helped stop the vampire thing, there is definitely, it's more like dealing with like a shitty, uh, like a shitty quarterback. You know what I mean? Like, there's like that's the best way I can think about it.
They're good at their job, but also fuck them.
Exactly.
Kind of thing.
Yeah, that's exact. Like, man, that cat can throw a
Shitty quarterback sold that.
Good. I'm glad you.
I got it.
You saw where my train was heading. Like, I had like no other good way of talking. Like, like they do a thing and they're there, but you don't want to spend any time with them. And also there's the worry that they may decide that you're like not doing what you're supposed to be doing and rough you up. You know what I mean?
So just like dealing with cops.
Yeah, but like, yeah, sort of. But it's a little like
cops if they had the funding of the military instead of just the
exactly.
aspirations.
And like, yeah, exactly. So, but also if they did actually do something good. And like, like don't get me wrong, like there are like cops in my neighborhood.
They're welcome.
Yeah. So
okay. So he knows that she's Mysteria.
He doesn't know what you are.
Okay, that was going to be my next question. If he knew like any indication.
So Detect Arcana says that they can detect supernatural, but not this type of supernatural. Yeah. I may have allowed him had he gotten a raise to do it, because Amy gives off an aura, the outsider aura kind of deal. So like that makes sense. But and in my mind, just a little peek, like the trapping is probably like an app on his phone. You know what I mean?
I love that. I love that so much.
Like that they don't
genuinely
actually have real power. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like these people, like they've got stuff because most of these are just people, and so they've got like like Google Translate on their, you know what I like. So he just like scanned you, like woo. Like,
my next character, to steal this idea from you, my next character is going to have just phone app trapping across the board. Like every single power that they have is some sort of app on their phone because I love that so much and I want to take it a step further.
Just like
and make it a
shoots
whole
fireballs
character.
from their phone, like phone.
No, I would choose spells that make sense. Probably, unless I could figure out. It's basically like synthesizer or weird science. It's basically what that is. But I love the idea that it's a phone.
Yeah,
like cast a blast and just like
just music
on your phone, just orbital laser.
I'm in charge of the Star War.
Yeah, boom. But I mean, but like
it's me. I'm the Russian.
But it makes a lot of sense if you did things like silence or sound, like that stuff. Anyway, but yeah, he just went.
Yeah. I think like lullaby. I just play SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Okay.
Confusion.
So
it's
he
just
knows
like baby fucking shark. Boop. Like ah.
Yeah. Just like, hey, look at this Cocomelon video.
Stun is like you just show the most absurd meme or shocking photo or some shit. Okay, focusing up. We'll workshop this later. I love them. If Amy dies, this is gonna be my next character. Or if I need a new character for a different group, that's also fine. Okay. So he knows that Amy is Mysteria, but doesn't necessarily know what. Yeah. He asked why Amy would make the choice to go into such a potentially tumultuous situation just because it was, quote, closest.
Exactly. He's not stupid.
No, he's not. I'm just trying to decide how she's going to navigate this conversation with just one Benny left.
I mean, you did convince him. You did convince him that it was the closest.
Yeah.
He could be as dumb as like, oh, I didn't realize until I was already in.
Honestly, might do. Yeah, I think that's what she's gonna. She's like, well, I mean, I didn't fucking realize it till I got here, and then I thought, well, I'm already here, I might as well. And if they turned out to be absolute dicks, I could have just left and gone somewhere else, I guess. I don't fucking know. The Steven guy was nice enough, so I didn't feel any issue with it.
I said, okay, Steven guy. Jots down Steven a little bit more.
Hey, she points to the one that she's talking about, and Jackie keeps saying Steven guy because I don't remember.
His name is Steven.
It is Steven?
Yeah.
It is Steven. I think I keep confusing myself because of Streffen, and I'm just like, it can't be the same name, but it's not the same name.
In my mind, it's he kind of, if I described him as sort of like a dumb golden boy, though, and in my mind,
he's a golden retriever.
Well, in my mind, like Captain America, Steve Rogers. So Steven, like,
that makes sense.
That's like my go-to.
Before we get, I'm so sorry. Before we get too far into this conversation, because I forgot to ask earlier, how long was the USB actually plugged into that computer for? Because I know it met the minimum of 10 minutes.
It probably, like, between you, like that and the fight and the this and when you grabbed it, my guess is it was probably 20 minutes. That would be my guess.
Okay.
Maybe 15.
Listen.
Yeah, but certainly
I'll put 15 to 20 minutes down for like whenever I do talk with Spider again.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah. So then he's like, okay, Amy Wars, yeah.
Yep.
He's like, you got any priors, Amy Wars? Any run-ins with us before? I mean,
I don't think we haven't really talked about this. Like, so since joining the 1001, nothing with the Duskers. Recently, she was arrested but never convicted.
Oh, right. I forgot you were arrested.
She was arrested but not charged.
I was not charged. Yeah, I wasn't even charged. They had me handcuffed to a hospital bed, and Dr. Summer was just like, yeah, she saved me. She's fine. I was just like, okay, fuck it, thank you.
detained.
I
but
don't.
not
I
arrested, is what-
I
anyway.
think Amy would, for the sake of self-preservation, would try to avoid getting arrested.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if before she joined the 1001 if she would have racked up any sort of
Sure.
anything,
Mm-hmm.
because her mom was also probably super protective
Yeah, yeah,
of
yeah.
like with the whole situation. So I think she like she genuinely stops and thinks for a minute, which is one of those things that I think is more common with Mysteria
Yeah.
individuals because of extended lifetimes. So it's like I gotta think back a bit, and then she goes, "No, I don't think I have any other anything on a record or anything."
Are you gonna mention like that like 3 days ago she was like a person of interest?
I mean, I was recently detained, but the charges were dropped before they were even formally charged, so
And his like eyebrows
it was
pop
all a
up.
big misunderstanding.
Uh,
I helped the lady in that she was unconscious, and then she came to and told them the truth that I helped her. So it was nothing. I want to be clear that Amy's pose, she's got like one foot up on her knee. So she's kind of like half crisscross applesauce in this chair. And then she has her umbrella across her lap and she's just kind of leaning on it.
uh-huh.
Like she's super cash, super cash.
He says, okay. So give me one more performance roll. Just to see how.
Okay.
I mean, you didn't tell the lies, so I'll give you a +2 on
Oh,
this. I'll give you a +2.
cool.
But just like, let's see if you can sell the casual person waiting. What did you roll?
It's not a crit fail. I'm just
Okay.
deciding if I want to spend my last penny on this or if I need to save it. This is to sell the casual nature,
Yeah, just like I'm a normal
not
dude. You didn't lie, so this is not to lie.
no, no. I'm gonna take this. I just got a 3 in
Okay.
total. I think what probably gives her away, since it was like only 1 point away from success, is her other leg, the one that's like being rested on, is just like bouncing.
Mm-hmm. He says, uh-huh. Well, that's great. I'll have to follow up with this, with this, incident. I'm sure someone wrote it down. Do you have a phone number that I can reach out to you?
Yeah, she gives him the phone number.
Great.
She's complying.
Great.
I feel like here's another important question. I'm so sorry to keep interrupting
No.
your flow. The 1001 communicate through text a lot. Not always, but a lot.
Hmm.
Is it a different
It
phone
is a
than like
different phone. I think it is a different
okay,
phone. I think it is
okay,
a different
cool.
phone. I think you got
I
like
think she has like it's one of those cheap basic ass like cricket phones.
uh-huh.
Like it can text, it can call, but it doesn't really have like a
Stop eating
smartphone screen or
plastic.
anything.
Sorry, go ahead.
Cat on the bed. Um so like that is her mobile phone.
Uh-huh.
Her mobile phone is just text and call and maybe internet. Like
Uh-huh.
maybe. Um and that's the number that she gives. Like she pulls it out. Just brick of a phone.
Yeah.
Nokia ass looking motherfucking thing that I think just like further cements that okay, this is definitely a Mysteria person, and this Mysteria person definitely, whatever they are, lives a long time.
Yeah. You notice that his eyebrow like pops up. It pops up a second, and then goes down. It does a little jotting again, and just says, "All right. Well, if I need to follow up with anything, I'll do that. You have a nice day." Uh,
Detective, can I possibly get like a business card or something? If I don't recognize the number, I usually don't answer.
oh, sure. And he gives you a business card. Uh,
Cool.
he says, "Sure, yeah, no problem. You have a good day, Amy Wars. You have a good day." And then you're allowed to leave.
Cool.
And yeah. So in this point, we've been playing for an hour. Why don't we take a short little break? And when we return, things will be things.
Things will be things.
We'll do them. The two of you meet up again. Ta-da! All right. All right. All right, people who've been watching. We'll be back. And by people being watching, I think it's just us today. That's okay though.
I think it's
That's
just
okay.
us.
That's one of those lives.
Uh, yeah, a
It
lot of
happens.
people might be watching the solar eclipse that apparently might be visible from my window. I don't have eclipse glasses, so I can't go look.
It's supposed to.
I haven't noticed any crazy shadows, but I also don't think I'm in track for it because I know it's a total eclipse in Texas.
Yeah,
I'm supposed to get
yeah,
one. We're supposed
does
to get
like a
like a third.
diagonal line.
Yeah, in Maryland, we're supposed to get a third of the sun covered a little, like a smidge.
Yeah,
But it's also
like
gray and rainy today, so I don't think we're gonna get
mm,
F. I think we're gonna get
yeah.
F all. All right, we'll be
Okay.
back. Little
We'll be
break.
back.
Be right back.
Yeah, I'm in the like 90% band or something.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Oh, good. That's where we're going next.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, we are
Need to get the info
back.
from Spider, and then I think it's time to go for it, right,
Word.
Paxton?
probably.
Well, you also have to
There's
Yeah.
get and what's his face. You need the help of what's his face. Um,
yeah, we should probably get a
the
Porter and
gecko.
like yeah, Corporal Sir Alphonse Porter.
Yep.
But we
Corf.
can, message him and meet him. Him can meet us there,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I guess,
or something.
or something. I suppose if we have to use something.
All right. So, but the two of you, where did you assume you were going to, rendezvous?
Yeah, what is our rendezvous spot?
With you.
Because Amy would not rendezvous at Spider's because Spider appreciates anonymity, and
uh,
October doesn't fucking need to know about Spider. Um,
yeah.
I
So
don't
we
think.
could rendezvous after you talk to them.
No, that I Amy would probably want to talk to Streffen and make sure everybody's okay before going over to Spiders.
Gotcha.
Okay. So, are you going to Amy's house? Is that the rendezvous?
No.
point?
Oh, that's not safe right now.
Mm.
I mean, we can't do it at Streffen's because Amy doesn't want any potential watchers for Divine to know where Streffen lives.
Mhm.
Amy's house is probably the best place. Where did October meet us at? Did October stop by Amy's house?
No, I think you just met
No.
Okay.
them. Like,
At a coffee shop or some
I
shit,
do not
probably.
remember.
Amy's house is actually probably best. Maybe. Yeah, Amy's house is best. We'll just go there.
Amy's house.
Yeah, there probably was a predetermined rendezvous point before all of it went to shit.
Hmm.
I do think it'd be too soon for the police to actively be watching her place because she didn't give her residence, and I don't know how readily they'll have access to that information. They
yes.
might, because motorcycle license and all that shit. But yeah, I think
And we could
I
just
don't think they don't have reason to immediately start watching her place because she's suspicious, but they haven't confirmed that she's a collaborator in any way. So yeah, Amy's house is fine. I'm overthinking it. It's not a problem. Ben has plenty of hooks to get us with, so.
Yeah, sure enough, I do. Well, if anything, you're giving me all the hooks, and I'm just like feeding
You're welcome.
mine. Yeah.
I like complications. Drama makes stories exciting.
Sure does. So the two of you are at Streffen's house.
Amy's house.
Amy's house. Sorry, you two of you are at Amy's house, and
Is October there?
October's not there.
Mm,
October took
no.
leave of Streffen because she had to go. And well, you guys can talk about it, but no, she's not there.
Okay, that's fine.
I think Streffen did leave his cane there, so you have your cane. You're good, Kane. So you're not like, you know. So the two of you are there.
Uh-huh.
When last we talked, I thought Streffen like made tea. I don't know if Streffen's back to making tea. Actually, I think Amy's there first. Amy's gonna get there first before Streffen. Despite the there was you had to limp through a lot of stuff before you could get to your Uber. So, how are the two of you doing? How are the two of you feeling? It's very uncomfortable. Well, I don't know how it is. The two of you are there.
So yeah,
I do think Amy has a drink made and ready for Streffen for when he arrives.
Oh, that's nice.
Do we have a thing where Streffen can just comes inside?
Like a knock. A
Streffen
key?
probably has a key.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
but
nice.
like
Phrasing, Paxton.
But is their relationship okay? Is their relationship one where like it's okay for Streffen to just open the door and walk in, or is it one?
How does Streffen knock on doors?
With his hands?
With his hand?
Thank you so much, both of you. I meant like I frequently describe, because I knock like this, I frequently describe a lot of my characters' knocks as like a cop, because it's just pop, pop, pop. It's quick, it's sharp, it's loud, it's immediate, and it's just the 3 raps. How does Streffen knock on doors?
Oh, okay, let me see. I've got to think about Streffen's like childhood and young adulthood, and then his very long. Streffen probably.
I would assume it's kind of demure, don't you think?
Based
on like his
it's like just a couple of knuckles. He like knocks a little like pattern on the doors, like
a shaven haircut kind of dealio.
Yeah, like a shave and a haircut, or a slightly modified. Yeah.
You don't need to crawl, Wells. Go get a towel. Everyone saw you crawling.
You weren't out of frame at all. I think Amy has probably told Streffen that he doesn't need to knock because he is the only one that has the key to her place aside from her.
Mm-hmm.
But he still knocks anyways. He does the shave and a haircut and then opens the door. He doesn't wait for a welcome. He just knocks to give a heads up because he's polite like that. Webb, stay out of my drawers, you fucking gremlin. He keeps trying to get in them because that's where the extra worms on a string are.
Oh.
Well, did you find a towel?
There are toys. I must get to the worms.
Just take my towel.
There's existing 2 other toys already, and so many toys on the ground. Like, I'm not likely to have a child anytime soon because I already have a mess from this one.
Here, I've covered it just for you, kid.
But
Wells did not want to be
okay.
seen.
There is nobody watching.
Oh. Where is everybody? Oh, right. I forgot. You said they were going to go out and look at things.
Solar eclipse, probably, maybe. Almost definitely.
You know what's even more exciting than a solar eclipse? Lenny Kravitz in that video. No,
I'm going to leave.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so Streffen does his knock and then enters immediately after. Amy is pretty immediately at the door with his cane and the tea.
Yeah.
I think she knows to give the cane because she probably saw one of the police holding the one that was left at the scene.
Yeah.
When she was leaving.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Yeah. What could possibly go wrong there?
It better not have it fucking like monogrammed. It better not be like SD on the side or anything. like a fucking Southern sorority girl. You got all of your initials on there, and for some reason your middle initial is the biggest one of the 3. I fucking hate that shit. It's such stupid design.
It's called a monogram. It's just what it is.
Except it's more than one. It's a. Anyway, not getting. I'm so easily distracted, y'all.
There's a great group for that.
Yeah, but no, yeah. Streffen steps inside, accepts his cane with a thankful smile, and he says, or he closes the door and says, "You get what we needed."
Yeah, what the fuck happened? Are you okay? Where the
I
fuck is October?
I'm fine. She is out letting the rest of the support group know that she fucked up and associated the name of the group with assault, attempted murder, maybe. She's God. I have no
Yeah,
idea.
damn right she fucked up.
Yeah, yeah, we all know.
I just love his like, yeah.
Yeah, he sits down with his red eyes and his little streak in his hair and his you got a like naproxen or something around?
Yeah, I got you. She's gonna
Thank
go
you.
and then get that and come back.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, I guess you can let her know that the guy's not dead. That helps.
That'll probably help her some. She she has been God, it's so weird to talk about this in these terms, but she's been feeling like she's been doing really good and it's almost like she fell off the wagon or some shit. Like she's I don't know. We don't talk about it a lot, but uh God, the Fae really fucked us up. Um anyway, not getting distracted by, sob stories and excuses. Um what's our next play? Do we need to go to ground for a while? Do we
I
want
mean, you certainly do.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, we got to give Spider some time to go through the
mhm,
information.
yeah.
We need to get fucking what's his face back here to help us when we
Mhm,
decide to actually go for it. And we need to figure out when we're gonna go and do that soon because we're running out of time. I'm running out of time.
absolutely. Um oh, there's a fun thought. I don't know if this is something that we should try to tackle immediately because of story pacing things. But Ben, do you think that with like a good occult knowledge roll, Streffen could think of like a person or method for like magically making problems like this go away, like literally?
What sort of problems? You have so many problems. Which
So
problem
many
specifically?
I
problems.
was gonna say, be more specific.
Yeah.
Um, uh, the attention of the police, at least, and maybe the attention of the Bastion after this snafu. Like some way to just do like a big mass glamour thing. Just makes it seem unimportant.
Yeah, there
You
are
know,
ways to do that. None of them,
they
none
probably
of
all relate to the Fae
the
and would be
Fae or
really
like the demons or like
yeah.
the Sphinx that lives in like Pennsylvania because there's one of them.
Mhm.
Um,
Like it's the kind of thing that's going to be another arc if
oh
we want to
yeah,
do it.
like another
Okay.
arc or like a pint of Streffen's blood. Like there's gonna be
Yeah.
real payment to do that.
Yeah.
But if Streffen wants to do that, you go ahead. You do that to Streffen. Ooh, boo, boo, boo.
Absolutely. I'll just put that in my back pocket
Yeah.
for in case we need to get rid of it
Uh-huh.
entirely.
Okay. Oh, boo, boo, boo. All right.
Boo, boo, boo. Hey, boo boo.
Yeah. So the answer is Strephon doesn't even make a roll. There are certainly beings who can do that. Like easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
And some of them are very famous. But
some of them are, some of them are incredibly powerful. All of you may be 7 or 9, maybe 15 rungs below, just being able to like walk up for like, hey bro, you want to help a guy out? And he'll be like, give me your soul, right? You know, and just
give
like
me your skin.
Yeah. Like, hey, how would you feel
Give me
like
your
walking
teeth.
around without dermis? Like the end.
Yeah.
The tooth fairy fucked up the whole routine. Give me your teeth.
How would you like to be turned into a giant chair that is gold? And
God,
like
Sakoyama is such a fucking gift.
Yeah, just like if you're willing to spend the next 10 years as a gold chair with a
foot for a base.
A foot for a face.
Yeah.
I mean a base. Anyway. Okay. So I can just chill out here for a while you go talk to your friend about the stuff and the thing.
Yeah, how about I go get the info, you stay here, and you get in contact with Gecko McFuckface.
Okay, you think we should just dive in before we fuck anything else up? Jeez. Okay,
We don't need to give them time to find us or figure out any association.
Okay.
I did a good job of remaining unassociated during the entire conflict, but I did end up giving the Aduska my name.
We're gonna have to deal with that probably. Okay.
In the gamble of the whole scheme of things, it was better to comply than it was
probably
to stir up
better
more shit.
not to lie to him just in case, because
oh no, I lied to him, but just only about the important stuff.
Well, yeah, never lie about
like why I was at a fucking Bastion's Kinko's. Like, goddamn. Oh god, that one bitch. Not the point.
Yeah, no.
I'll be back.
She was unreasonable.
That was Bastion. What else do you expect?
She just let us in. If she just had let us drop off our food.
Let us for delivery, we wouldn't have been making a big deal.
God, I don't think Amy would actually do this, but a part of me wants to be like, yeah, if she hadn't been such a bitch, that guy wouldn't have gotten stabbed. Just like victim blame, like nobody's business.
I think Strephon absolutely does say like people these days have no manners. Like he has done a
Amy's
good job
like
of shedding like his outdated stuff mostly, but he is still just like, where's the decorum?
I think Amy, anytime he says that in Amy's presence, she's just giving him the most like, are you fucking serious right now? Do you know who I am? Kind of look. Like, you can't make those complaints and be friends with me.
But the thing is that Amy gets an exception because Strephon likes Amy. You know?
Yeah. It's charming, maybe, for Strephon. Yeah, so I think I loathe to do it again so immediately, but it's probably safer for Amy to go out, split the party, and let Strephon relax, ice his leg, eat some food, get Gecko McFuckface over to start prepping for stuff, and then when Amy comes back with the info, then we complete the planning and we actually go and do this before anything else happens.
Yeah.
I mean, you roll over to Spiders, and you walk. You know, there's a bunch of whirring and stuff, and again, the metal arm comes down and picks up its body from like the tank that it is constantly living in and moistened, and
a tank full of Vaseline.
A tank full of just a tank full of whatever, and
we've equated it to Bacta. Let's
Yeah.
just leave it at like a Bacta tank.
Yeah, and it
Okay, Jaws.
swings over to you on its big pneumatic arm. Um, Hello, Amy. How are you?
Stressed. We'll just leave it at fucking stressed. I got it plugged in.
Great. I
Um,
saw.
more directly to the network, so hopefully the like 15-ish, 20-ish minutes that it was plugged in was enough.
It said, It says, I learned a fair amount from those few minutes. You hit the minimum. Great, great. It says, there are certainly things that, oh, I could have done so much with if I had hours at a time, but I don't. I understand. Um, on the screens, like on all the television screens behind it, you see like you see all the traffic cameras running through the fight and the fleeing, and then you get the one of the television screens has your face, has like the angle from which uh from
The
the
security
inside.
cam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you notice that you did a
Cops
pretty decent job, but not a perfect job of not being seen. It says, yeah, this is unfortunately I it goes straight to things. It says, I poked around, right? I poked. I didn't prod, I didn't bust. I poked because Lord knows you don't want to be you don't want anything to be seen, right? You don't. I'm the spider. I crawl in. I cast a net and a web. I don't rend. They don't call me the render, the busting opener. That's not what I do. But it's fair. It's fair. Whatever. Um, says chocolate milk, and then this other pneumatic arm comes down from the ceiling, and it's literally just a glass of chocolate milk.
I'm fine,
Oh,
thanks.
your loss. And then you see another you see like a IV bag full of chocolate milk just get plugged into its side. Mm-mm.
IV chocolate milk.
Get that shit directly in my veins.
Yeah, fair. It's very good after working out, I've heard. Yep. Um,
Yeah, and drinking beer after a marathon is good too. Like that doesn't mean I want to do it.
oh, fair
The
enough.
marathon, I mean, beer's fine.
Mm. Okay.
What
Well,
kind of beer does Amy drink? Anyway,
Jackie, don't know beer, so I have no fucking clue. I
I
imagine my brain immediately jumped to stout, like something dark, probably.
mm,
yeah. Anyway,
I just assumed an IPA bitter like their personality. Um,
well,
wop 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 wop.
The
Anyway,
fuck is that supposed to mean, Ben?
it means
bitter and
Amy is
pissed.
kind of shitty. Anyway, the
Yeah,
end.
no, kind of. she's
um,
she's not the worst, but she's not the best.
um, yeah, all those. It
Oh,
says,
she's able.
it says, Amy, you never. One of the reasons I keep you around, Amy, is because you never fail to amuse. I have such a nice time watching your uh, your antics.
Antics. Yeah.
Yes.
Feel like we've had this conversation before.
Oh, certainly have. In fact, I could recount to you the number of
Just
times that I
pull
have.
up each of
Yeah,
the times
just
we've
like
had
boop,
this
boop, boop, all
conversation,
these times.
and it overlaps, and
Yeah,
it's spider consistently, same cadence and everything,
yeah. It puts
even
a
to the word
yeah.
antics.
It puts
And
a
like
little
halfway through all of them, Amy starts saying antics with
yeah.
it. Like
Antics. Yep. Love it. And he sort of
beautiful.
slaps it away. It says, "All right, well." But no, if we're going to be honest, I was able to pull up some information. And now the chocolate milk arm is replaced by another metal arm, which is just like a cheapo e-reader of sorts.
Hmm.
Um, I've compiled it all here. You may take this with you. Don't bring it back. Um,
Of course not.
it will, you ugh. Um, and once you've touched it, it says, um, I did manage to, it explains, what it was able to find, some rotations, some placements of cameras, look, etc., etc., and basically what it will give you is on while you are traversing. Oh, hold on, let me do this without scratching my ear because I'm gonna cut this shit out way. It says while you're traversing, it will give you a +2 to stealth rolls. I'm gonna explain all your like setting up has done mechanically, but yes, you will be able to. It will help with your stealth rolls as you move through, um, and it will help with a couple other rolls that I'll tell you later on. It says I was able to get the layout uh, of the isolation uh,
Wing.
Ward.
cells. I was able to get
Ah.
and it points out three particular ones. They each have their own specific magical locks and environments, and based on what I was able to uh, ascertain, most of them, it points out like this one is a frozen one, this one's full of fire, this one's full of water, for various things. This one uses, sound and crystals. But it points out like these specific ones would, I assume, based on their makeup, and it just points out three particular ones, um, uh, would be optimal for holding a creature that could turn to mist, or smaller animals, perhaps have some sort of enhanced strength. But that's what these would be for.
This is extremely helpful. Thank you
I
so
know.
much.
You're welcome. I am very good at what I do. Um, so, also, there's so much more data to go through. It's win-win for both of us.
Sorry, I keep getting distracted by my cat.
No worries.
He's so cute.
No worries.
I think Amy is just like, glad to hear it. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna go. I'm
Sure.
assuming you don't need the USB back.
Oh,
I mean, you
no.
don't want the e-reader back, so.
No, no. You've touched it.
God, I love
Oh,
Suki
hello,
so
Suki.
much.
Sitting
Can
in
you give
your
her a
lap,
head smooch for
looking at
me?
you, like, oh, hello.
Thank you.
She's sitting on my hands, so I cannot.
There better not be any rolling.
She's like, don't even fucking think about it.
Oh, I didn't realize
Pet
this.
me or nothing. But yeah, I think at that point, Amy fucking takes her leave and heads back to her place. Like, she's been, anytime she's gone out to go somewhere specific, she's taken the most circuitous route possible just to shake off any potential followers. Like, I haven't rolled to see if she's noticed anybody following, but she's just paranoid about it right now.
For sure.
So she'll do the same even on the return back because she doesn't want them to know where she came from either.
That's fair. Yeah. And you get back, and look, Streffen, you reached out to to the gecko.
Yeah.
And he is.
Whose name that you can't ever seem to
I
remember.
can never remember.
Corporal Sir Alphonse Porter.
I keep wanting to call him Ambrose.
Formerly of the Summers Court's 15th Fleet.
I always remember the Corporal Sir. I can just never remember what his A name is. Alphonse. But he is there sitting on your futon or whatever you have, just splayed out, just this gecko man spreading, just arms like
Gecko man spread.
Just like
he's like that when Amy gets back.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Amy just like looks at him and says, "Nice to see that you made yourself comfortable."
Oh, I'm always comfortable where I am, love. Don't worry.
Yeah, good. Happy for you. She hands the pad to Streffen, like the e-reader thing with all of the information,
Okay.
and says, "My contact got through for me. Here's all the information. We were able to narrow down to 3 isolation cells instead of the whole fucking ward."
That's a lot better than where we were. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not going in there,
So-
though. Don't worry about me.
I know you're
That's
not.
why I handed it to Streffen, not you.
Oh, good. I mean, not that I don't like the two of you and all, but a guy's got to.
He doesn't hate us because I did play that adventure card.
Yes. So he just smiles like.
But the feeling's mutual.
So just the 3 of us. After the several days, I thought you were building a team of sorts.
I don't work well with others.
Oh, that's not surprising.
I don't remember whether October said she intended to go in with us.
I think if she did, she doesn't anymore.
No, definitely.
Yeah, that's kind of the impression I got.
Yeah.
So he says, "Well, and are you ready all to get small?" And he like pulls out his
Yeah,
little
just-
his bag.
How long is this gonna last for?
Oh well, a few hours, enough time. In theory, depending on how well we get by the guards and move through the, you know, the various fairy traps that that it'll be fine.
Sorry, Suki's so cute.
Yeah, don't want to embiggen or nothing.
Embiggen?
I mean, do we need to do it immediately, or can we wait till we're a little closer?
Oh no,
Not necessarily.
No. I definitely would wait till we're closer and all.
Okay, then the answer is no. I'm not ready yet, but yes, I'm ready to go.
Oh, good.
Yep.
And what I will say is this: based on your what you have, right? You have you have him, and you have the monocle, and you have that there are going to be times that you will get pluses, mechanical pluses to your rolls, to your etc.s, depending on what skill you use, and but just something to know about. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
Hey, Paxton, I have a very important question for you. What's Streffen's sneaking look like? What kind of role would you be making there, buddy, bucko, friendo, pal?
Or self.
Nice.
Yeah, just the default D4, as they say.
Cool. Awesome. I have every intention of spending as many power points as is needed for Amy to cast boost trait on the both of them to increase our sneak as much as possible. So and this wouldn't happen until we're about to go in, or until after we get through the door, depending on how we want to approach the entrance. To cast, it is only 2 power points. For an additional person, it's an additional 1. And then upkeep, I like the duration of boost is only like 5 rounds, which is not long at all. And I think normally to continue a power, it's like 1 power point. I don't know if it's 1 power point per recipient. Like if I were to continue the power,
it's 1 per recipient.
Yeah,
I remember looking it up.
Yeah, so it would basically be anytime I continue the power, it would be 2 more power
Yeah.
points. So I'm just saying, depending on the situation, I might drop it and then recast it later when we have to sneak again specifically. But I have every intention of sinking all 10 power points that I have at my disposal to this particular
Case.
situation,
Okay.
just to boost our sneak to make this a little easier.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So however we end up working that out is, you know.
So you get to so the main door, right, is hidden in
Mhm.
Central Park.
Yeah.
Yes.
The back door that he mentions is also in Central Park, but it's not the same. And so he starts talking to you. He says, well, the prison itself, you know, is of the Bastion's making. However, when they wanted to do it, they needed to do it, you know, extra planary, as it were, and so they needed something to real anchor it, and that's where we come in with this little sucker here. This was a space for things to get lost, but not necessarily trapped. But they anchored it here, and you get to this like really big tree, unusually large. You start to see it as you're walking up, and he says, "All right, time for a little bit of shrinky dinks." And he says, "You ready?"
Ready as I'm ever gonna
Let's
fucking
go.
be.
Oh, great. Yeah, well, and he throws the powder, and you feel a little tingly, especially you, Streff. And this is the second time you've been transmogrified in less than 24 hours.
Yeah.
And then it's just like whoop, everything gets much, much smaller. He says, the
You know, we
or
get
bigger.
smaller,
You get
everything
smaller.
gets
Everything else
bigger.
gets huge. So this tree that like was, you know, kind of a large tree is now a larger tree.
Yeah.
But you also notice, now that you're at the size that you are, that there is in fact a when you come at the tree at a particular angle, there's actually a series of steps and like landings that lead. He says, "Well, we can do the hard way, or we can do the other, the not as hard way. I leave it up to you. We can scale it, come up from the back, as it were, or we can just go up the steps and try to keep it nice and calm. That's why we're doing it at night, if you get my drift."
I think Amy looks to Streffen like she doesn't need to look at his leg for him to know that's what she's checking in on. Is just being like, "What's easiest for you?"
Probably the easy way is easier.
Okay, I think we'll take the easy way, I guess.
Oh, that's fair. It's the spoutable way, but it's what it is. You know what I'm saying. Ring-a-dink. All right. And I need stealth rolls. You can either
Okey
do
doke.
Sneaky sneaks.
a sneak
We
roll.
want to establish the boosted traits first.
Yes.
Yes.
Please make your roll.
Question about the timing of duration outside of combat.
Uh-huh.
How do we want to handle that? Because 5 rounds is
Like 5
less
seconds.
than a minute.
Yeah. I would say that for this boosted trait, you can use it. For this case, we'll do it for the whole walking up the stairs. I would feel comfortable with that.
Okay.
Even though like it's going to take you more than a minute, based on the height of it, I am also comfortable just being like, "This is the roll for this." You know what I mean? Like otherwise,
I appreciate it. Where the fuck did that D8 go?
Otherwise, it feels
here
like
it
I'm
is.
just like asking you to use PowerPoints. There'll be plenty of opportunities for you to lose your PowerPoints, and like I don't want to be a dick about it.
Yeah.
Other important question.
Mm-hmm.
How close are we to the end of today's stream?
Am pretty close.
Okay.
I'm going to spend my last penny on this to see if I can get a raise. Use it or lose it, baby.
Baby.
No, I just got a 4. So your sneak is boosted by 1.
Excellent.
Sky type. I have not assisted what's his face in any way because I don't care.
What did you get?
To
You got a 4.
cast.
Yeah, you got a 4 to cast.
Yeah.
To cast.
Yes.
Awesome.
Which is all I needed
Right.
to make it happen. But
Yes.
that doesn't mean my stealth is also a D8, so that's fun.
Nice. Ooh, I'm gonna Benny that.
Hey, you haven't used those.
Yeah. I've been saving them because I knew I was gonna need them. Ace. Okay, that's a 7.
Great.
I got a 6.
6. And Alphonse got a 12.
Good for him.
He is, you know, he's like, all right, loves, follow me. And then he just like fucking ghosts and like disappears. Like,
he's a gecko.
Yeah, occasionally you'll just see his like tail just pop up out of like several landings above you. But it's such a pain, you know what I mean? Like he's just like poost. But you made it. You made it well. Now let's see.
I want to take a second to describe and remind that Amy's boost trait is her biting her thumb and drawing a sigil on each of the recipients' foreheads. So right now we got a little blood symbol drying on her forehead for sneaky.
Yeah, and he's like gross.
I mean, good thing I wasn't going to offer it to you.
Our blood, but anyway.
This is how I hear you get HPV. No, that's not what he says.
HPV?
Excuse you. I'm very careful and very clean. I care much about reproductive health.
He says, you're a dirty girl and I know it. And then like just flee.
I am going to shove you off these fucking stairs. Oh my god. What a nasty little man, Ben.
He's the naked Lenny Kravitz of the game.
I'm done. It's the end of the stream. No, strike 3.
Sorry.
No, I'm kidding. It's fine.
It's just like naked gecko butt looking in the just like
no.
Oh, that's right, because he's fucking Winnie the Pooh. He's got just the top of the jacket, but his ass is hanging out. Jesus Christ.
I don't think he has butt cheeks though.
Like,
yeah.
No, he's just got like a cloaca hanging out
just
under his tail.
All right. So he skitters upstairs, and you are quiet enough. Wait, what did you get?
A 6 and a 7.
A 6 and a 7. Great.
Between the two. Yeah.
So you get up these stairs. You know, I think part of it is just like how long these stairs are, right? No one knows about them. They're hard to come by. Like, you probably, if it wasn't for Sir Alphonse, you would not even know that this was an entrance. And you go up and you're winding around this tree again and again, and it naturally levels off at a series of branches, and there several large branches are coming together at this one part of the tree, and it creates a landing. And I swear to fucking God, Kat, if you continue eating plastic figurines, you're gonna get sick, and stop it. So but they come together. These three things come together. Branches come together at a landing, and you see a door that has a large, like lock in it, and there are 3 pixies with spears, with like halberds. Poleaxes sitting there or standing there.
3 completely different weapons that you just listed.
Yep, I meant like long axes. With,
I know what you meant, but it's just so funny. You're like spears, halberds, poleaxes. You know, one of them.
Yeah, it's like what the fucking Swedish guards have. So, like, standing there. One of them is the disgruntled fairy or pixie that you spied on. And he's there, and he's just like, they're all like just like shooting the shit, and he's grumbling extra lots, and you get down there, and then just like kind of like popping out of shoop, right next to you is Sir Alphonse, and he says, "So, what's the play?"
Oh, we're like hiding and we can see
Yeah,
them?
yeah.
Um,
This is your fucking time, Streffen. This was your info gathering. This is your
yeah,
problem to
absolutely.
solve. I'm in sneaky mode now.
Put on your hoods. Um, Streffen like stretches out his neck a little bit, tenses and untenses his shoulders, and he says, "I'm gonna go talk to him."
Uh,
and fucking the what?
um, well, that's not exactly what I would have done. And you notice that, like, he actually has, remember I mentioned he had a sword, but he also has two, like, musket pistols that are, like, also underneath. He's
Like a couple of little flintlock
yeah,
pistols.
yeah. And he says, but, I guess this is your game. Proceed, good sir.
I'm excited to see what Streffen does.
Yep, Streffen.
Oh, Jackie, that is a pretty good idea.
Yeah, right? Like, I feel like it could be helpful later on, but also right now. Like, I don't know what your plan is, which is why I was just like, this was a thing, but also.
I mean, the thing is that it kind of depends on a ruling, maybe. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think we should save mine and let
Yeah,
you do
I
your
think so
thing.
too.
I think mine is helpful potentially more so in the future, maybe during the actual like breaking of the jail portion.
Yeah. All right. So after all that,
How do you appreciate that vague talk about adventure cards, Ben?
yeah.
I mean, there's so many love interests. That's what you've had. Betrayal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There could
yeah.
be
I
so
like I
I'm gonna
said, if
go
I had
with
love interest, I would have played it on October for
Right.
Streffed, but I don't know what Paxton's intent with love interest would be.
Oh my
Oh, yeah,
god.
no. I was telling Ben, you weren't here when I was saying it, but my favorite part of love interest that I think a lot of people forget is the complications part.
Uh-huh.
And also the fact that the interest doesn't have to be reciprocated. Like, you could have somebody fawning over you and causing problems, and you're just like, you're not my type. I'm
Yeah, if
gay. Go away. Like,
Silica Valley uh are
I'm
if
not there.
you're not there, I won't
I
spoil
think
it.
I know who you're talking about because I talked to Allie, but I'm
Uh-huh.
not there.
So good. Okay, so in that case,
Yeah.
yeah, I am going to. I guess I should clarify with Ben. Are we just like miniaturized, or are we like mouse people?
Miniaturized.
We're just
You're
small.
just smaller. You're not
We're
mouse.
Like
just
shrink.
small.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
this person didn't
Shrink,
turn
not
you. You're
polymorph.
just transmogrified. Yes.
Okay, cool.
Nope, the thought's gone. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. Streffen is going to reach into his backpack and pull out a bottle of mead. And just walk up to these guys. Hey, gents, how's it going?
Where did you get a? All right.
If you want, I will spend a Benny to have this.
All right, spend me a Benny for mead, like for a little bit of planning.
Like,
That's great. They all immediately like, who goes there? Out come down come their thing.
uh-huh.
Oh, I checked it. It was halberds, by the way.
What?
The weapons that Swiss soldiers use? Halberds.
Halberds. Yeah, there's halberds come down with a little axe on the pointy top. The pointy part is pointed at you. And they're like, that's what they do. Their little pointy parts are pointing at you.
And I say, hey, I just, thought I'd bring you a gift because your guys' job sucks so much. Here, and I'm going to like walk and set it like a safe distance away and then back off from it and be like, that as soon as the transmogrify spell on me goes away, that should become like, full like human size bottle. Well, it should be enough, but like, hey,
They're like, how do you know about this place? Hands up, don't move. Like they're very like two of them are like on guard, right? They're like
absolutely.
they're approaching you. And the other one, the third one, Feather, what is it? Fleet Feather?
Fleet Feather? Yeah.
He's like he's coming close, but like, he's also looking at that bomb and being like, yeah, my job does fucking suck. And
Yeah,
he's like coming just a little, but like these other two are like, I'm gonna need a roll of some sorts.
Yeah, absolutely. So first off, I'd like to play my adventure card, Turncoat. Your hero somehow convinces or bribes a foe to perform a small favor, such as helping the hero escape, revealing the location of the boss.
Oh, okay. Turncoat it is.
Says the man who approved the use of adventure cards in his game.
Oh shit. Well, that's a huge move right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you want? Like the two others are coming your way, and they're like,
yeah.
Well, I guess then he is definitely like licking his lips a little bit more at this mead, being like, yeah. What's your move then?
My move is Streffen says, look, I just kind of heard by chance that there were some really talented and enterprising folks around here who probably don't get the the thanks and the recognition that they deserve, because like, I mean, on the one hand there's like the secret aspect, but also like nobody appreciates the little guy, and I just wanted to let you know that people appreciate all of you, and that actually there are opportunities for enterprising folk such as yourselves if you're interested.
Give me a roll. Give me some roll. I don't know what roll you're doing, but give me.
Feels like a persuasion, right?
Yeah,
feels kind of persuasion-y.
Yeah.
Also, fucking man who existed in the Fey realms for who knows how fucking long, really showing his like roots. Jesus Christ.
I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, is that worth spending my last Benny on to try to get that? I did get a 4, but like
a raise would be really nice right now.
Really nice.
But also, what if you crit failed?
I'm just gonna take the 4. This is my last Benny, and I need it for emergency escape options.
That's true. Your oops undo.
Yeah, last time I spent a Benny on something that was less important, I regretted it a lot.
Okay. So, Fleet Feather, you notice like his halberd like starts dipping at the ground a little bit, but the other two are definitely still approaching you with trepidation and whatnot, and like distrust. Amy, you see Sir Alphonse's hand like go to his muskets, his like one of his musket pistol, and he starts to like pull it out.
I'd like to cast mind reading really quick on one of these guys who's approaching me. And I guess I'll roll before I ask the question. Oh, hell yeah, that's an 8.
Okay, so that they don't know.
I'd like to ask, or the question I'm looking for is, what is a reason that this guard would have to need extra money?
Oh.
Need extra money.
Yeah. This is like a potential bribe opportunity.
Well, this guy.
Or like, how can I bribe him?
Let's see. So you go rooting around in his brain. and you discover that this guy is actually low on. He is in fact low on funds because he actually spends a lot of his hard-earned money taking care of and supporting war orphans from the fight between the summer court and the winter court, because he was taught. So, like, he is just like this very kind, self sacrificing person who spends a lot of his time in the other realms taking care of those less fortunate. He actually probably has a reputation, you notice, that he doesn't appreciate amongst the other guards for being sort of like stiff and a little too do-goody. You know what I mean? And he doesn't appreciate that. And he's going to be the hardest one, I think. You realize to like, Fleet Feather's already like, well, I guess you played the card. He's like a little booze. The end. But
for this guy, I might have to appeal to something important.
Yeah, this guy's name is I need a good fairy name. Hold on. To the internet. Oh, thank you. His name is Comet Carrot River. Thanks, fantasy name generator.
Did you say Comet?
Comet
Carrot River.
Carrot River.
Can you spell that for me really quickly?
Comet, like the astrological
COMET space
object.
CARROT.
Carrot like the vegetable.
Yep,
river like the body of water.
This website, so the names that they came up with are Comet Carrot River, Anthurium Falcon Wink, Sunset Dimple Curl, and Sunset, which is what the other one is. So you've got Fleet Feather, Comet Carrot River, and you know that Comet Carrot River is thinking about the third one, whose name is Sunset Dimple Curl. I love these pixies' names so much. Comet, Sunset Dimple Curl.
Okay. I think. Gosh, this is. You know what? I am. Never back down. Always dive straight into the fire. Does the lady that Streffen answers to recently have a more like complete title? Like, is she like a lady of something?
Oh, we've never talked about this.
You fucking pulling rank? Are you gonna fucking pull rank on these pixies?
I'm thinking about not necessarily pulling rank, but you're
pulling a. I know a guy. I work.
Like
work for the boss. The boss sends his regards. That's what you're fucking pulling.
No, what I'm planning on pulling is a like, how much more good could you do for those orphans if I gave you 10 minutes to talk with the lady?
Oh.
All right, hold on. Let me. I feel like there's another thing that I need. Hold on. There's a
How much do you think they could help your careers if I introduced you as someone who had helped me do something important? And all you'd have to do is walk over there and take a little sip of mead and forget that I was here.
Hold on. takes different strokes to move the world.
Different strokes make the world go round. And say, what else makes the rockin' world go round?
Hold on. Cat, stop, man! I don't like you that much.
Damn.
I mean,
Okay.
it's a very nice cat. It's just like always in my business.
Always.
Paxton could never.
Always in your business, you say? I wouldn't know what that feels like.
No, not
Uh,
not with a cat
no,
that's
not
always
even
in
a
your
little bit.
space.
Always. Like, she is always either eating, or touching me, or yelling. Those are her three modes.
That's
I
my
guess
three
sometimes
modes.
she sleeps. But anyway, your three modes are eating, yelling, and touching me? What?
Yep, you know that's right. Um, hold on, I got it. I thought there was. I feel like the names of these people are very much similar to like the names of elves in Spire by
Okay.
what's his face by like
Is that a Grant Howitt
yeah
or
yeah
a
yeah. They all have these like ridiculously long names and titles, and so I feel like I was hopefully trying to find there was like if there was a
and Christopher Taylor?
if there was a whatchamacallit. If there was like an elf name generator in Spire, but I don't see it, so which makes me sad because they all have these like really long, silly names. So it doesn't exist, so that's fine. I will just come up with something that's
A Pathfinder elf name generator.
yeah, no, I thought it'd be yes, it's true. But I was just hoping that I have found like they have names like the fifth feathered of the name of like the like several like doot names. Um,
Fucking Khaleesi ass levels of titles, huh?
yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
But that's not here. So I'm just gonna come up with a different name. So the I think she is the lady of um summer mists and harvest moons. That's who she is.
Yeah, so I think I mentioned, if you want to make a real difference in the lives of those war orphans, I could probably get you a talk with the lady of Harvest Moons and Summer Mist.
Give me a roll.
I do
Will
want to
do.
say when Sir Corporal Sir Porter was just like slowly bringing his guns up, Amy made a motion that's like, just wait a second, you'll get your chance.
Let him cook.
Let him cook.
All right. Well, he says.
It worked so well last time.
He says, well, I'm all right, but just a few more minutes.
She didn't say anything. She just like holds up the hand and then he speaks and she puts a finger to her mouth like, you fucking moron, shut the fuck up.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's a 10, baby.
Yeah.
So he starts to put down his whatchamacallit, his halberd as well.
Albert?
Yep. So you've got two of them down.
Uh-huh.
The question.
Oh boy.
You got one more.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna read too.
Read his mind too.
All right, give me.
Electric Boogaloo. And my D12 blows up
What?
into a 4. That's a 16. A success with 3 raises.
Mm-hmm. And he says, yeah. So this one's name is Sunset. Sunset Dimple Face.
And what does Sunset Dimple Curl want? That's the question I ask.
Sunset.
Fucking Lucifer over here. She's like, what is your deepest desire? Like,
what
she's
is your
surprised.
desire?
So in contrast to Carrot River, Sunset Dimple Curl is kind of a piece of shit. Like,
hell yeah.
Several people going at one time. Every one of them thinks that they're in a monogamous relationship with Sunset Dimple Curl.
Oh, man.
Yeah, kind of this like gaslighting douchebag. I mean, what Sunset Dimple Curl wants is just literally money to keep everybody afloat, and like, really, Sunset Dimple Curl deserves like a punch in the dick.
You could offer him money, or you could fucking blackmail him.
Yeah.
Just start listing off the names of all of his paramours and just be like, be a shame if they like met for coffee or something.
I really dig that a lot. I think I'm going to be like, oh man, wouldn't it be awful if well, let me see. What's the man? Sorry, I'm really struggling to think of how I would even word this in a way that feels like an actionable threat.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, I just feel like like the names, like you get like names like Aqua Jelly Rose, Molly Mango Moon, Quicksilver Spirit Twinkle, Pepper Tree Sprout. Like, just like, man, these Pixies names, God, I love this generator so much. Like,
yeah, I think I just like name the one who he had like an argument with the most recently, and just be like, oh man, wouldn't it be awful if she were to have a talk with Molly Moonflower?
Yeah, this was Begonia Pumpkin Freeze. That's
Begonia Pumpkin Freeze.
Begonia.
Or did you know that Begonia Pumpkin Freeze and Molly Moonflower actually
go to the same church? Little pixie church, you know.
They go to the same garden to collect nectar.
What?
I mean, he must have if you got that information, right?
Like he just never connected the dots, but
he's like worked really hard at keeping them separate.
Yeah,
that's where he picks up his paramours at the same thing. He just does it like there's a Wednesday paramour, a Tuesday paramour. Like he hits them up there.
Oh,
like,
one for every day of the week.
Mumbo number 5, motherfucker over here.
A little bit of Monica, a little bit of Begonia Pumpkin Freeze in my life. Yeah, and like he's like, and so everyone is sort of like, okay. Although Carrot River does say, like, you've done it all. Like, they're like, what do you want, stranger?
Gosh. I am on a secret mission right now that I need no one to find out about. And so I need you all to go enjoy that mead over there for the next 10 minutes or so while I just take a look at the security measure.
You want to look at the locked door?
Yeah. Definitely.
And then Fleet Feather goes, it's not like he's going to be able to make it through that. What was that room called? What were the things called again? There's the hallway of never-ending sadness or whatever.
Let me find it.
Oh,
Shifting hallways,
right.
Room of doorways.
No, the room of doorways, I remember. It's the shifting hallways. He's like, he goes,
Shifting hallways.
he goes, it's not like he's gonna be able to get through the shifting hallways, even if he makes it in there. And but then Carrot River goes, but if he dies, how am I gonna get my conversation with the lady? And then the other one goes like, I'd be fine with him dying, no lie. And Carrot River comes up and he goes, or yeah, Dimple Curl's like, that'd be fun. But yeah, Carrot River says, I would like a marker to make sure, and your word, that I will have my conversation with the lady even if you die.
Oh, interesting. I mean, yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, I'll offer him a hand for a shake, for a a physical representation of a deal.
Oh well, the fairies love deals. He says, shakes us your hand. Okay. And then Fleet for this is, well, I don't know about you two boys, but I am looking forward to this drink. And the three of them go over to where you put the drink down, and they like pour themselves a little bit.
And all of their backs are turned to the door,
and all of the
and
backs are
they
turned to
don't
the
see
door.
us.
And you just hear Sir Alphonse go, "Fuck me, he cleared it." And the three of you walk into the door, and on that one, we call it. Ba-ba-ba! You made it into the prison. Holy fuck!
We made it in. Holy shit! It only took 6 fucking episodes. Oh my god! Hi, Mimia! I came in just in time for us to finish.
Yeah! Woohoo! We made it. That was a good one. You made it.
Finally.
Streffen. Hang on, I'm updating my notes. Peopled like nobody's business.
I played an adventure card and also rolled.
Yeah, you blew up a lot.
And got us in the door.
If you don't think Begonia Pumpkin Freeze is coming back later, you just fucking wait.
I will have completely forgotten her name by then. It'll be great.
Begonia Pumpkin Freeze.
And Molly Moonflower and Jelly Rose something.
Yeah.
Molly Moonflower.
Sunset Dimple Curl.
Jelly Rose. Something.
Comet Carrot River.
Sunset Dimple Curl.
All paramours of Sunset Dimple Curl.
Who sucks?
Who sucks?
The fucker.
That is what he does.
Literally.
That's what we're assuming.
No,
cool.
They're pixies. They just like hold hands and
they sprinkle dust on each other. It's just spores.
Yeah, just drop seeds in the ground, and one of them grows out of like a jelly like at Fern Gully when she comes out of a flower.
Yeah,
they pop out of their hair like trolls. Just so you know, I'm really excited about Trolls 3. I'm not gonna lie.
It looks so fucking cute. Let him be in a boy band.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that movie. It looks great. I'm ready. I'm using Paley's birthday coming up as an excuse to go see it. Not that I need it.
Yeah. You're going to see it for her.
Yeah. The movie looks.
It's what my family would call the tripod gift.
A little bit for you, and a little bit for you, and a little bit for me.
Yeah. It works well like that, but the actual story of it is my aunt and my late uncle used to travel like all the fucking time because they retired after working for Delta for like their like career basically. And so they would travel a lot and they would like to take photos and everything. And then one Christmas, my aunt purchased a tripod and gifted it to my uncle, but she ended up using it more often than him. So our family calls a gift that is for another person for the original sender to also use a tripod gift.
Like if I bought a Switch for my kids but played the Switch the whole time for myself, that's a tripod gift.
Yeah. That's a tripod gift. Where it's
That's-
like, it is for you, but I'm going to use it too.
Mm-hmm.
Like kitchen appliances.
Yes. Yes. All right. I'm Ben Hatton. We got where we wanted to go. I'm Ben Hatton. We're here. Thanks for
Plans
watching.
have been best played.
We've been played. Yeah, those lands have been
Just
played.
like Sunset Dimple Curl.
By Sunset, you made it. You made it work. You made it work. Cards and this and that.
Jesus Christ.
We made it.
It was hard one.
So, that was tough. All right.
Yeah.
And now it's only going to get harder. All right. Let's say who we are and where we can be found.
I went last, so I'll go first. I am Jackie. I have been playing Amy Wurs, who, again, managed to not be the problem. Mostly. Kind of. I am occasionally found on the burning ship that is Twitter at Good Ship Sarcasm. You'll recognize me by my Strawberrio. If they actually do start charging a fee to use, I'm just fuck it. I'm not staying. I'm just there still because I haven't deleted my account yet. And more frequently, you're able to find me on various actual play discords, including but not limited to Tabletop Squadron, Orpheus Protocol, Whimsy and Artifice, and my personal favorite, RPG for You and Me.
Yeah.
Which recently released a new episode of their most recent Patreon exclusive series, Mythos, that I am now playing in. So I'm a bonus content cast member, which is fun and exciting.
Gasp!
Yeah.
Gasp.
Le gas.
The gas who?
I am Paxton. I've been playing Streffen, who he's just a little guy. I don't know. He's just him. You can find me. I guess you could follow my Twitter that I haven't posted on in like a while. At sentimental_boy. Or you can follow my Tumblr, sentimental growth or what? Blah, 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 indefinite growths. I think it might be hyphenated. I don't know. Just do a Google. You'll find a picture of me and Suki. Speaking of which, Suki guest starred on this episode quite a bit.
What a treat for me it was.
Yeah. You can find her on the Discord, where I post photos of her occasionally. Join the Discord.
Yeah, join the
Discord.
Discord.
It's a pinned comment.
I learned how to pin.
Woo!
Man, every day is another day of Ben Hatton learning how to use
every
technology.
Day is another day.
Like, oh.
And every day I keep shuffling. Do.
What are we in 2014 when that thing comes across the entire world as if it was a fucking...
Wasn't it 20... What?
Don't hold me. I don't know time. Time is nothing but an illusion. I couldn't tell you a date. I still think of 1999 as the other day.
Yeah, that was 10 years ago. It released in 2011. I was closest.
That was
because it's a contest. Whatever. Who are you, Ben? Who were you? Who are you? Who am I?
I remain me.
Who am I?
Ben Hatton, the GM of this endeavor. I always appreciate when you come and you spend some Saturdays or some Sundays or some time with me. And, it's all good.
Always happy to spend time with you.
Thanks. It's
a treat for me.
It's been a week and of a lot.
Been a week.
And I just think we should all, take care of the people that you love. Maybe the people you like. Maybe you could even be kind of a person you dislike. I got a few of those that I'm trying to be better with. And, compost. The end. Like, you should compost.
Wise words from Ben Hatton. Be kind to your friends. Be kind to your enemies, and compost.
Compost your food waste.
and compost the ones that you can't manage.
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
kind
Like
to.
if you don't like them, just fucking wood chip them.
No, pull a Fargo.
You never know.
Compost your enemies.
Compost your compost.
Get
Yeah,
them back to the earth so they actually can do something
That's
worthwhile
right.
with their life.
Right.
Oh, damn. Got him.
Just
We should end this before we keep going.
Yep.
To maintain approximately equal ratios of brown and green waste in your compost.
Everything out of me is
What
just
about red waste?
Just brown waste. Let me tell you.
I think that red waste counts as green because it's high in nitrogen.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
Like anyway,
I was gonna tip my hat and call it a day. Tip my hat.
Okay, we're going now.
Goodbye.
Bye.